Hello everybody, I'm here to show you quickly how we've set up a load of Acrows and everything, a knockout wall to put in a couple of big 5.6 metre beams for a nearly just under 6 metre opening. I'll take you up here and show you exactly what we've done. So you can see here from this top level here, we've got a scaffold here that we can get our beams in because they weigh 300 kilos each and we've got to get 2 of them in, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle, but we can pop them on here. Get some scaffold rollers, tubes. We roll them all the way along here, and then we've offset a load of needles here so it can go in behind them. So it is very, very important you always get your needles basically spec'd by an engineer. Just get everything spec'd by an engineer. If a client wants a cheap, dodgy job done, just don't do it. It's not worth it. So you can see here, we've had these tubes. We had to have these 100 by 60 by 6 mil round section here, and we had to do them on the flat because where they go through is between the joists on the other side, and we're trying not to destroy the very expensive bathroom that's behind there. So these had to be this size on the flat to be able to squeeze in underneath that floor without destroying it. So I'll show you what we got here. We've got all these needles through the wall. These are all at 400 centres with their Acrows down. Now you've got to make sure your Acrows has the weight spread on scaffold boards and it's on good ground as well, and I'll take you through and just show you what ours are sat on at the bottom. But again, all of this will be spec'd by your engineer. So there we go, got all these fellas set up. I'll just take you down the bottom and show you what we've done down there. Here we go, exciting video. Obviously every opening you do is different. This one's quite complicated, so it's a good practice for doing it because it's very complicated. So here we go, got all our Acrows, got scaffold board. We're on good concrete down here. This was a courtyard area, and all the slate like that has been taken up, but the concrete underneath has stayed, and it's pretty good solid ground as well. So here we go, and you'll notice these Acrows are really well lined up because I also now have to put in from this bottom corner right up to the top corner of the very last one, a diagonal normal scaff tube, and another one coming all the way back, and they have to be clamped onto all these tubes to stop any sideways movement like that, to make sure they're not going to fall over. Again, it's probably overkill, but the engineer says so, and you know, overkill's good because you don't want the house to fall down. There's a very expensive house above there. Let's not make it fall down. So let's take you through the inside. I've left this one out for the moment so I can get in there, and you'll see on the inside we've got this first row of Acrows here, and it has to go down. We had underfloor heating in there, so it's going down through the underfloor heating onto a concrete slab that is taking these wooden floor joists. Yeah, there we go. Just for interest, you can see the build up of that floor. It's a lime screed, Celotex, and bit of wood, and bit of OSB underneath, blah blah blah. So you can see in there we've got that row picking up all the ends of those needles, and you can see just above those needles is the bottom of the bathroom floor. So you can see why we're very limited on space and what we can do before we start getting into breaking through upstairs in the bathroom, which we don't want to do. So now behind that, I've also got another row of Acrows that is picking up on scaffold tubes the floor joists themselves. You see they're supporting all those floor joists, and then behind that we've got a temporary wall built here. This is actually load bearing as well, so we've got 2x4 stud wall up on the joists and ceiling there. We insulated it, OSB'd it and everything, so the clients can be, well, you know, as warm and cozy as they can be with a massive hole in the side of the house. But yeah, there you go. Don't cut any corners, get the engineer to spec it, do what they say, if anything do more than they say, and then you can't go wrong. So yeah, best of luck. But also, when people moan about how much it costs to take out a wall, show them all this kind of stuff, and then yeah, then maybe it'll make sense rather than skimping and saving. And yeah, don't scrimp and save because your house will fall down. Anyway, cheers, hope that's vaguely useful. Something I forgot to mention, and I just videoed it and it didn't record, so I'm doing it again. As you can see here, you'll see how I cut the pockets out for the needles. So I've cut them individually, 1, 2, like this, and then I've left these columns in between, so that makes sure everything's supported before the needles are all in. But once you get those through, you'll notice that the needles go through like that, and then they won't be sat on the whole wall. So you'll have bits that are touching, sometimes big bits that aren't touching. And what you want to do is, as you start taking these out, like you can see I'm doing over there, as you're going along, you take one of these out, and then from the side, you'll find where the gaps are, and drive a load of big wedges, nice big wooden wedges in there, just to make sure everything's supported. Like, I'll show you one here. So there you go, this one's nice and tight on there, but this one, you see there, it's only touching on one side. So we'll take this bit out, which we've done, and then we'll start driving a load of wooden wedges all up in there. Just make sure the whole thing's nicely supported. Then we're going to cut the whole slot all the way out for the beam without taking the rest of the wall down. Get the inside beam in, the outside beam in, weld it together as per the engineer's specs again. And yeah, and only then, once that is all supported the way it's supposed to be, then we take the wall down. So lovely. Well, good luck. Bye.